Hello there, I'm Mike, and I want to talk about Smallville. When Smallville first came on, I absolutely loved it. It was brilliant. It relit that Superman passion. I wouldn't have fallen back in love with Superman. Not that I was ever out of love with Superman, but this just brought that love to another level. I was, brilliant. What a great idea. Gotham Miller absolutely did something revolutionary. It was fantastic. It was great to watch young Superman, young Clark Kent every week. It was, I loved, I'm not like these people who said, oh, the Meteor Rock's got a bit boring. I loved that idea, and for the first season it was great. And, the second season, like with every show, the second season is pivotal with what you do. And if people don't like what you do in the second season, your show's over. You're gone. But Smallville was brilliant because they didn't just stay stuck in that innocence of season one. They actually took it to that, him discovering Krypton, meeting Virgil Swan. Obviously, Christopher Reeve being in season 2 was just amazing. Rosetta was a beautiful episode, and it was just brilliant to see Chris there with Tom Welling, and it was, I cried when I watched it, and I watched it again and again and again on the same day, because it was just beautiful. Christopher Reeve was just a special guy. He helped me a lot as Superman when I was a young kid, and obviously devastated when he died. But yeah, it was great to see him and be involved with that franchise. And season 2 was a beautiful season. Terrence Stamper's Jor-El, come off it. That's just how they got him. I don't know, and I think he didn't actually want to be seen on the show, but he was quite happy for his voice to be there as Jor-El, and what a voice. So season 2 was beautiful. Season 3 again, brilliant. Very dark season. After season 3, the problems began. The problems began because, in my opinion, I think Alan Miles made an absolute clanger of taking a back seat and not writing episodes anymore. Yeah, they were in the writer's room. They were dictating how the seasons went. But from the moment they pretty much had Sowers and Peterson there, Jeff Loeb was there, kind of there eating grapes in the writer's room, but it wasn't the same. And once Alan Miles, because Alan Miles, geniuses, they knew what they were doing with this show, and they really should have stayed. They'd done the full story. Do 5 years if that's what they wanted to do. But at least that we had a good start, we had a good middle, but we had from 4, but at least while they were on board, 4, 5, 6 and 7 were still quite amazing. They just weren't as good as 1, 2, 3, but they were still brilliant, and we had some brilliant, amazing memories. But once Alan Miles left, it was an absolute joke, quite an absolute mess by the CW and Sowers and Peterson. It just became, it became juvenile, childish. It wasn't that pre-Superman story anymore, and it was very sad. And obviously we saw confirmation of that in the finale, where Welling refuses to wear the suit, and that's just not the only option. If he just opens his shirt in the end, and we actually got a good finale, but we wasted 45 minutes on that wedding. Why marry them? Why go so deeply into that relationship? It was ridiculous. This is not what we signed on for. Chloe should have died, no question about that. What Alice and Matt decided, stormed into the Sowers and Peterson's room and said, this is not happening, this is not happening, I don't want her killed off, she's been killed off so many times. First of all, it was always hinted that that was her end. And she didn't necessarily have to die, but she had to make a big sacrifice for Clark, because that was her character. That's what she did basically all through the 10 years. And she even said she was willing to die for him. But she didn't have to die, she just needed to have that emotionally dramatic climax where we thought, wasn't she a wonderful character? She would do anything for Clark. And what a shame that the Oliver and Chloe thing was an absolute travesty. And absolutely, that's the first time I was so disgusted with Smallville and the people working on there. Not only did we lose Al Miles' brilliance, we lost so many good people, that worked with them, that would have kept it going. I forgot their name of the two guys who were working with Alan Miles, but they left after season 8. I believe they were pushed out. I don't know what happened, and then Sowers and Peterson were sold. It was a joke. And another problem was, after season 8, Tom Welling's contract was up. I think that's the contract where the non-wearing of the suit went in, where he became a producer of that teen cheerleader show. I think this was all part of his contract. You know, credit to him getting the contract and doing it, and his advisors. But at the end of the day, he let a lot of people down, and I had so much respect for him. I still do, to a point. He worked hard. He really worked on the show to improve himself as an actor, which he did, because he was so raw when he was first in it. But what a shame. The whole thing really is a travesty. There'll be more Smallville talk. Enough for now.